Welcome to In This Hot Seat with WRP, where our mission is to inspire entrepreneurship through engaging conversation. Today, we have a phenomenal guest who has an old soul. He is a videographer, and he's only 23 years old. With no further ado, I'd like to introduce Jarrell Brooks, also known as JB, to the show. How you doing, Mr. JB?
I'm doing good. You said old soul.
Old soul, yes, yes, yes.
Okay. Why you say old soul though? Let me hear this.
Well, there's something about you. You're serious, you're about your business, and you always making moves.
Okay. I get that a lot. That's why they
Okay.
say I'm the youngest, oldest 23-year-old people.
Okay, cool. Tell the audience about yourself.
Okay.
Where you from? How'd you get to the A?
Okay. Well, I was born in Durham, North Carolina. I was there not much of my life. Basically was just born there. And then I went to the country around Wilmington, North Carolina, to be more specific, Bolton, North Carolina. That's where I learned my skill sets as far as the country life and stuff like that. And then as I got older, around daycare, elementary school, we moved to Clayton County, Georgia.
Clayco.
Yeah, Clayco.
Okay. How long you been on Clayco?
To daycare.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
It was the same location, everything. My high school, middle school, and elementary school all in the same area.
Okay. And what'd you do after high school?
I went to Albany State. Went to Albany State. So I went to college for about 2 years.
Okay.
Okay.
And college went for you.
Nah. We didn't complete that.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
You know, college is not for everybody.
Yeah.
So how did you transition to becoming a videographer?
Well, first, I did a lot of network marketing companies, first of all. Well, I ain't gonna say a lot. I only did two. I did Amway and I did I Am Academy, also known as Forex. And those things kind of inspired me to create content for myself because I also wanted to create an image for myself. So what I did back then, it was, phones was just now coming in a thing where it had a decent camera on it. Mm-hmm. So, I just decided to use my camera to create content. And what I was doing was giving back to the homeless and stuff like that. So I was making personal content. And then one of my guys that I used to work with, he was like, hey, man, come do this video for this pop-up shop for about $10. And it went from there.
Okay. So when you said created content, what type of content were you creating when you first started out?
Cool. So this is actually a trick when it comes to this. So they sell the phone stabilizers. I forgot the name of it exactly, but it's a DJI hand stabilizer. And you put your phone on it, and it'll do like different templates and stuff like that. Basically, like you literally just hold it still and then start moving the phone in circles and stuff. So it made like mini commercials and stuff like that, 15-second videos. Yeah.
Did you teach yourself or, did you
Yeah, I learned literally on the spot. My first time doing it took me almost 30 minutes to create it until I figured out the science and I created my template. All I did, I was like, okay, first wave at the camera, next product. So then once I created my system, 5 minutes or less, airdrop me on to the next.
Okay. And I see your shirt, you got JTB Experience.
Oh, yeah, JTB Experience.
Okay. Is that your company?
Okay, so the name of my company is JBFlickss Productions.
Okay.
JTB Experience is my umbrella company where I just collect a whole bunch of creators and we work together to do big projects and create events, host events, things like that. So it's a community-based business.
And how has that been for you?
It's growing. We've been around for since 2021.
Okay.
But now we finally finding what we want to do because at first we would do any and everything just to get our name out there, hosting fashion shows, comedy shows. We done it all, and now we just finding bigger and better purposes.
Okay. That's cool. That's what's up. So let me ask you this. How long have you had JTB Experience? 2 years, 3 years?
I would say, like I said, it started in 2021, but when I say it officially actually produce something was last year.
Okay.
2023.
So do you consider yourself a business owner or an entrepreneur?
At heart, I'm an entrepreneur.
Okay.
Right now, I'm self-employed, transitioning into a business owner. Okay. Meaning, for right now, I still go do bookings on my own, stuff like that. Mm-hmm. But now we going into creating teams so we can be in multiple areas. So then we can transition to the business owner.
Okay. How has the journey been so far?
I can see the vision. It's becoming more clear. First, I had blurry vision. Mm-hmm. Now I got my glasses on.
Okay. All right. Ain't nothing wrong with that. All right. Where do you find your inspiration?
My inspiration, I think it's just in me. It's just in me. I just wake up and I just know if I don't do it,
It ain't gonna get
there's
done.
nothing else gonna be done.
Okay.
So, you know.
Do you have any mentors?
No mentor. I try my hardest to find one, but I do call people just to, you know, have conversation about what we do. So like I consider myself as a person that's real good at building teams and starting communities. So I just kind of get my few people together and just constantly call them and just at least, you know, talk about it. Or even if I'm the one giving the game away, I just need to keep talking to somebody. So that's my inspiration.
So there's nobody.
I don't know anyone personally like that I can physically go to and just.
Do you think you need a mentor as you continue to grow?
It's important for sure. I would think I would. I'm always looking for a mentor, or someone that I can get game from, or someone I can call constantly and just get my thoughts out, and they help me get in the right alignment. Yep.
That's okay. So you're 23 years old. I mean, you moving and shaking. I mean, you're definitely moving and shaking. I ain't gonna give it, yeah, so, and to stay motivated, you have that innate ability
Yeah.
to just do it.
Yeah.
You just grind.
I just get it. That's what I made up my mind. That's what I want to do.
So how has that been received? Do you from your peers?
Okay.
How has that grind?
You saying like?
Yeah, how has the grind been received from your peers? When they see you out there getting it,
Oh, yeah.
does that sort of rub off on them?
No. You grind all you want. That don't make no one go any harder at what they do.
Well, that's true. That's true because it's yours, and you see the vision, you see the light at the end of the tunnel.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's real lonely on this side of the world. I'll tell you that.
Okay.
'Cause some days I wake up, brilliant idea, then you call somebody, and it's like, I made the wrong decision by calling you. That's my fault. Because now you just drained my idea. I don't,
So basically, you're saying you don't hang around negative people.
No. It's either that or by myself.
All right. Why? Expound. Why is that?
It's draining. It's low vibrational.
There you go.
And when I want them to talk about something that's progressing, it feels like I'm attacking them. Usually, let me give y'all a reason or a red flag that someone is low vibrational.
Okay.
You bring up your idea, and they look at you for a minute, they stare at you, y'all make this weird eye contact, and then it's like, that is so dumb. Like, you can see them thinking that in their mind. Or it's a conflict. It's like when you start going deeper in the conversation, they feel attacked. It's like, no, I just want us to do better. You start thinking like that. Like, no, I'm just pushing us forward.
Yeah.
Man, I do what I want. Stuff like that. I do this conversation not catered to that. So it's,
I mean, that makes
some
sense.
red flags.
That makes sense. You have to stay engaged. You got to put yourself around positive people because once you do that, it rubs off on you. And then all those folks, who said, you weren't able to, you couldn't do it, you weren't be nobody.
Yeah.
You're going to leave them in the dust.
Yeah. So, I definitely had a rough journey at the beginning when I first made up my mind to be an entrepreneur. Yep.
Okay. What types of challenges have you encountered?
Recently or?
Yeah. Just, when you started,
Okay.
you can go to recent. What type of challenges have you encountered as a videographer?
Some of the challenges. I'm trying to think on top of my head. If I want to be arrogant, I say there is none. But
Well, there are some challenges,
It's a challenge.
Yeah. So
Now the challenges are outside of being consistent, actually producing the final product. That could be a challenge because what I realized in my field, a lot of people get the final product and it take them a long time, and I'm like, what's going on? Man, I didn't know how to do it, so I just fell back. So that is a challenge.
So do you find in this field a lot of people say that they can do these things and they're not what you thought they were?
Of course. Of course.
I mean, just be real.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. So finding the right people has been a challenge, but that's going to be in any field that you
Finding the right
encounter.
people get crazy.
So,
Yeah.
what are some other challenges besides finding
Some more
the right
challenges. Outside of finding the right people and producing the final product. Some more challenges right now is me keeping up with all this equipment. Always thinking I got to worry about the smallest cord now. You know, and so the more equipment you get, the harder it is to just move wildly. You got to have structure. You got to know how your car, how your equipment bags are set up and where everything is at. That's a challenge I'm going through right now. It's like a mental challenge though.
Okay.
Yep.
Now, let's go to talk about, you know, when you're doing a video shoot.
Okay.
Have you ever encountered any people with camera fright? They're afraid to get in front of the camera?
Oh, yeah, of course. You know, you got a lot of people that's not really media trained is what we called it.
So how do you help them overcome that?
Okay.
What do you do?
For one, ways that you can make someone feel comfortable in front of the camera. For one, identify and let them know, like, okay, we understand that and we see that this is your first time. So you just start making them comfortable, point it out, because you know what they say, when you beat around the bush, it makes things even weirder. But if you get straight to the point, like, you shy?
Yeah.
And then, oh, yes, I am.
Yeah.
So now they shy kind of just went out the window because we identified it, move on. But then on from there, you start, you know, teaching them, like, okay, if you shy, just talk about 3 different things or just keep it short, 15 seconds. And, you know, and then tell them they sound good. Even though they mess up, you know, try it again.
Okay.
Yep.
Does it work all the time?
Yeah.
Most of the time?
Yeah.
Okay.
It hasn't been a time where it's just, oh, you know what, let's stop. Nope.
Have you ever been on a video shoot and the lighting and the framing was just out of whack? And how did you deal with it?
Okay, so things can get messed up quick. You know, I have been on shoots and I accidentally kicked the tripod and then it knocked it out of focus or whatever. So, you know, you just got to be quick on your feet, really. Like, you got to know what it is you need to do. So the times you put in off your gigs is going to show when you're on your gigs. Because that's when the mess-ups want to just pop up out of nowhere. So, yeah.
Okay.
So you just got to know how to adjust quick.
You got to know how to pivot.
Pivot. There you go.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, that makes sense. It makes a hell of a lot of sense. Okay. Well, as a videographer, where do you see yourself going in this industry?
Well, where I see myself going, I want to start a media production company, meaning I want people to come to me. Let me change that. I want serious individuals to come to me and actually create content for their companies and businesses. Meaning, you know, we want to be your company where we come in and take care of everything without you stressing. Like, okay, this week we're going to focus on this and this, that, and the third. That's where I want to be in the future. Where basically I'm coming in, structuring your company. You just tell me your overall vision. We create the content behind it.
Okay, you always talking about, you know, the content. I hear you creating content, but you're not a social media content creator. Are you a content creator or videographer?
I dive into it. Sometimes I get on there and say some encouraging words or just create content on myself a lot.
Okay, so you do it mainly for yourself.
Yeah, I do it just to show people, like, you know, this is what I'm doing. This is, you know, some of the things that I'm doing right now to progress and what it's looking like. Just keep people updated.
Yeah. I mean, because there's a lot of people out there, you know, say they're social media content creators and they don't know nothing.
Yeah, no, it's a lot. It's a lot. And influentials. Everyone influentials now.
Yeah. Is a term influencers?
Yeah.
I think that's what it is. And I mean, you got to be on game or know who you're talking to because, hell, a lot of folk, like I said, the average person, if they're looking for an influencer or a social content creator, if they don't know anything, they'll get got.
Yeah.
I mean, seriously, you know.
Yeah.
Just saying.
You're right.
You know.
And there's a lot of fake influencers too. Everybody say they're influencers, but they're not influencing nobody, but we're not going to say nothing.
Yeah.
We're not going to say nothing.
Okay. All right. Are you involved with the community? Your local community and online?
I actually want to do that a lot more, actually. I kind of feel like I fell off. Like I said, at first I started off doing sack lunches for homeless people. Then it started becoming like you can't do that no more. So now I want to, like, as an individual, it's illegal to actually just give food.
Yeah, because it's if a person gets sick or something.
Yeah, so you can't just do that free willy-nilly no more.
Now, who told you that?
You know, it's an illegal law, man. You can look it up.
I'm just saying, who told you that?
So when I did it, you know, I got stopped a couple times. And they're like, man, you can't be doing this. You know,
okay, Popo stopped you.
Yeah, so, you know, every now and then.
Okay, you got seem like you got a problem with Popo. Right?
No, you know, I was doing something right. But I do have a funny moment when I was giving out to the owner. hope he see this. I hope he see this. So one day we was giving out to the homeless, right? We had our sack lunches, and this dude was digging in the trash can.
Uh-huh.
And the guy that I was doing it with, he asked the guy, he said, "Are you hungry?"
Asked him what?
"Are you hungry?" I said, "You just asked that, did you?"
And he was digging in trash.
He did. He said, "Are you hungry?" Dude said no. And he let her walk off.
He probably thought, you asked me this ignorant, what question, am I hungry? You see me digging in trash can,
What you got for me? But that was that we was rolling after that. That we left after that. I was like, because it was our last sack actually.
Mm-hmm. How many when you were doing it, how many were you giving out?
It was in 20s. We didn't do too much. Because we didn't want to have a big truck. All we did was small. We made sandwiches and put a bag of chips with fruit in it.
And we're just going around just giving them out.
Yeah, whoever we saw sitting on the side of the street.
Wow. I mean, that's commendable.
Yeah.
What was that, when you was a couple of years ago?
Yeah, I was 21 and 20 in between that.
Okay.
Yep.
I mean, but hey, that type of mindset, knowing that you want to go back and give back, that says a lot, to your character.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people think it's all about themselves, but I see that you, as an individual, you always like helping people and giving people an opportunities.
Yeah.
But everybody don't want to take advantage of that opportunity.
Oh yeah, sometimes that is a thing too. You tell them opportunity, it's like, I don't need you. It's like, whoa, it wasn't about that,
Mm-hmm. And you'll find out that everybody who says they want it, but their actions speak differently.
Yeah.
So
a lot of the time.
I found that out, being on this earth, for 53 years, so, but cool. What about the online community? Are you involved with the online community?
Online community.
Yeah.
Like I said, all communities, I am interested in joining any type of community right now that I feel fits. So I'm open, and I'm not right now. It's something I want to get into.
Now, as a videographer, do you all have like conferences to?
That's the next thing I'm gonna start. I actually talked to some of my videography peers a lot about starting a community.
You gonna let me finish my question?
I'm sorry, God. I saw the beginning part of it. I fell in love with that question a little bit, but go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, seriously, because you have to continue to expand your mind in whatever craft you're involved in.
Yeah.
And you got me. Got what I was ready to say. I think I was asking, are you do you engage or attend any conferences?
Okay.
To expand your arsenal of weaponry, equipment that you use when you're on video shoots?
I haven't seen a conference in Atlanta catered to videographers at all yet. I need to do some more research apparently, but I'm actually on the hunt for that stuff.
I mean, because that's, you're constantly expanding yourself, you're learning because technology changes all the time. And you want to be on the up and up, on things that change. Because if somebody come and ask you, hey, JB, what about blah, 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 even if you don't know it, let me check it out first and get back to you.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, we need more conferences out here for us, man.
I mean, hey.
I'm going to start. I have to watch this, man. Do what?
I mean, you can start it, with the community that you deal with.
Yeah.
Yeah,
we got it pinned because I've been thinking about that since I first joined, but now it's growing on me. And to hear you say this again, I might need to move a little faster. Somebody else take that.
It'll happen. It'll happen in due time.
Take the time, man. I gotta get enough experience to even voice something, enough to move somebody. But that is something I'm going into. I'm actually ready, slowly but surely. But yeah.
Okay. Now I want to go back to business owner and entrepreneur. When you first decided to go into this arena, did anybody teach you about taxes?
No, I didn't talk anything. Literally, I'm just moving,
learning on the go.
Moving and shaking.
And sometimes OTJ, on the job training, that's the best thing to do.
Yeah.
Because you learn the mistake. Okay, learn from mistakes, learn from the growth, because you can't put everything you're gonna go through in a book.
Yeah, no.
You know, learn on the go. And I know when I went into business, a lot of stuff that I learned, was just like, figure it out.
Yeah.
You know, okay, I know I need, set aside so much for taxes. I need to do this. So, but you find out, you know what? It wasn't that bad after all.
Yeah, yeah. You got to just get started. That's the thing.
Get started. What does Nike, that company say? Just do it.
Just do it.
Just do it.
Yeah.
Okay. So if someone came to you, said, Mr. JB, I like what you're doing. I want to be a videographer.
Okay.
What type of advice would you give them?
Well, first, I've got that already.
Some
Typically,
people ask you?
yeah.
But you-
So typically,
Okay.
my first question is what kind of camera you have, and if they don't have one, we start building from there. you know.
Okay.
It's like, okay, first you need to know what this is. What is the day to day for actually becoming this. It depends on what scale you want to go. If you want to be a freelancer, all you need is a camera and a stabilizer and a tripod. Probably like, on a smaller scale. But if you want to go bigger and bigger, you got to put some serious time into it.
Have you had anybody come up to you and say, I want you to be my mentor?
Oh no, I haven't had that yet.
Ain't had that yet.
No.
But you
I might got to up my game a little bit for that.
no. but you'll know when it's ready.
Yeah.
Because everybody's not ready to be mentored.
Yeah.
And you'll know by their action.
Yeah. Do people ever just walk up to somebody and say, I want you to be my mentor? Or is it like a thing of someone just always want to be around a person?
If you see them all around, hanging around you, that's probably a clear sign that they want to. But
they just don't want to voice it.
But then you can just ask them, hey, you know what? Just, hey,
I was asking, I be seeing that too. Mm-hmm. Yeah, different people.
Just ask them, hey,
why you hang around this guy so much?
What's up?
Yeah.
And just ask them. I mean, just be direct. I mean, you're a direct person anyway.
Yeah.
So, would you want anybody to go down the same path that you did on your journey to become a videographer?
Of course, I try to make it easier.
Okay.
That's kind of bad because it's like you gotta allow somebody to fail a little bit. Mm-hmm. But me, I try my hardest to be like, no, don't do that. I'm telling you, don't want that end result. Mm-hmm. Sometimes you gotta sit back and let it happen. Mm-hmm. But it eats me up a lot when I do it. But ultimately, no, because there's no need of doing that when it's an easier way right here, and I know it is. So it's like.
So you saying there's an easier way? What if somebody says, I want to go to videography school?
Yeah.
Do they have videography schools where you can learn all this stuff?
Yeah, they have film school. My opinion on that, I actually looked into that in the past. I mean, it's something to take. It'll give you a jump start, but it's no better experience than you actually doing it on your own. But, you got YouTube University now. Resources are available. You got courses you can buy. Of course, I always suggest people to do that, too.
So you've learned a lot of your skills on YouTube?
YouTube University.
Wow.
Or in person, or meeting other videographers as well, asking questions.
But no classroom experience?
No sit down, like I'm about to teach you that. I've asked several people, and it never went no further than that ask.
Wow.
Yep.
Persistent.
Yeah.
Oh, you're very persistent.
Yes.
Yeah. You see something, you just like, you know what?
Teach.
There you go.
Yeah.
And once I got it, I got it.
Yeah. I'm not. You don't have to teach me 2 or 3 times. Well, if it is, that's a difficult task. But if it's something small, simple, I'm gonna break it down into small, simple steps and just do it.
Okay. Yeah. That's good. That's good information. Yeah, I'm JB. Damn good information. Okay. What type of lessons have you learned from being a videographer that you apply to your everyday life?
Just controlling your emotions, because it can go up, it can go down. You can be real calm, and then next thing you know, something go off. So it's like you gotta learn how to control your emotions, because when something go wrong, now the crowd looking at you like, but you gotta be walking over there calm, cool, collected, like,
Yeah.
I'm about to fix it. I'm about to move back on. Yeah, I've had we had power going we have had power going out while we were shooting one time, and it was just like a reset. And then when it came back on, it was like so it's like we fumbling over there, or I've seen stuff fall, you know, where I had to go pick it up, you know. It's like, or I have had something where someone else tripped over my stuff and it fell. You know, of course, I'm worried about my stuff breaking, but it's like I didn't make that known at the moment. Like, you know, no, keep it calm, cool, collected. So, keeping your emotion and patience, you know, staying patient.
Like I said, old soul.
Yeah. God, why you say that?
I mean, calm, cool, and collected.
Yeah, man, you gotta stay calm.
You have to, you know, because your energy is gonna rub off on other
on
folks.
everybody else.
Yeah,
and then once they see you panicking, let's do it. We finna
yeah.
panic together.
You know, hell, let's just pick up where we left off.
Yeah. Let's go.
Yeah.
It is what it is. The mess up is the mess up.
Shit, ain't nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with
Yeah.
that. Okay. How has being a videographer in this short span of time impacted your life?
It allowed me to first get some deeper insight to who I am and what I really like to do. Because they always say when you first start of an idea or you into entrepreneurship, your first year is not you making money or progressing. That's your test to see if you're serious about it. So after my year one, I was like, okay, cool. You know, it went by fast actually, and I was like, okay, I'm liking this. Then I start finding out what really makes me like it more, and that's buying more equipment, which can be a little crazy, but that will actually drop. Every time I buy equipment, I get an extra boost. Like I'm extra excited. It makes the gig even more fun.
It's almost like you're elevating your game to the next level.
Yeah, I get a adrenaline rush.
Yeah, okay, ain't nothing wrong with that. So, but I'm still, you gonna find a mentor.
Oh yeah. I'm looking, man, or at least someone to be my right hand man. You know, where we can bounce ideas. And because I definitely see the value as a team or someone that got the results that I want. Yeah.
And I'm assuming business has picked up for you also.
Oh yeah. I start finding better ideas and better ways to, you know.
You don't take everything, that comes your way too.
It's draining, man. Doing penny pinching, quote unquote, is not the wave. You know, I mean, that's what you call freelancing. So that's why I say I want to transition from that. And you have to come to me if you're serious about an idea or you have a business that you're actually serious about, so we can keep pushing it. Yeah, I'm here for the long run, not the short time, man.
Okay.
We run marathons. We don't do sprints, man. We do marathons only, man.
Oh God.
5Ks and up.
Okay. Give the audience and listeners a moment when you was on a shoot that went wrong.
Okay, a shoot that went wrong. I don't think.
And how did you handle it?
Okay, let me think about this. Went wrong.
Remember now, you say you got to stay calm now.
No, the most I ever had was someone walked past my equipment and was put into the wall, and it tripped. They tripped over and it fell on the floor. It didn't actually necessarily go wrong. It just dropped my stuff, and it got me like, you know what? I'll talk to him later about that.
Did it break any of your equipment?
No, I didn't break nothing. So that's what made it better after I seen it. I was like, you know what? Okay, cool. But that person that actually did it, they actually looked at me and was like, you see how he stayed calm even though it was a hiccup? Like, they actually noticed it. And I was like, that's something I need to always keep in mind. Don't react, because when you react, you're going to cause everyone else to react.
Okay. That's true. Yeah. That's absolutely true.
And that's in all fields. All fields.
Yeah. Okay. So 23 years old, where do you see yourself 5 years from now?
5 years from now, I want to be a fully functional media company, meaning, like I said, on the bigger company scale, to where we're actually coming in and creating content for the bigger companies and stuff like that. I want to be the media company that takes control. No longer just call and you tell me this is what I want and then I won't hear from you again. you know, and collect your $100, $200. And I don't, yeah,
You moving to the next
yeah,
level.
yeah. So I just want to be at that level, fully functioning, and I want to have more than one team. I want to have at least, can't put a number on it, but I want more than one team. That way we can be in more than one place at a time.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. You know, nothing wrong with that. As long as you have a plan and a goal and you're aiming for it, you'll hit it.
Yeah.
You'll hit it. You know, there are going to be some hiccups along the way.
Yeah.
I'm going to let you know because every business owner that I know,
Yeah.
they go through these hiccups.
Yeah.
You had a highs, you had lows. And it's
Yeah.
just sometimes you're like, what did I get myself into? You ever have
That's
those?
where the patience come from.
Yeah, you ever have that thinking like, man, what have I got myself into?
Yeah, yeah. Especially when the slow days come, it's like, oh. And that's when you really, I talk to John about this all the time. I say, you're not gonna stop doing a certain thing until you get sick or tired of that certain thing. You know, once you like freelancing, you know, with that you got people that'll spend $150 with you, and now they feel like they run the world. You know what I'm saying? Or they feel like they, you know.
Yeah.
So it's like dealing with that so many times, like, you know, I'm not taking this no more.
But if they spend that $150, you still treat them.
Yeah,
you know,
you don't treat them no differently. You just do what you gotta do.
what
And
you
you
gotta
keep
do.
it pushing. But once they start overdoing it, and you realize that's something you don't want to keep doing, or it brings some type of action that they keep doing that you don't like, it triggers you all the time. That means it's time to level
It's
up.
time to level up. Level up, you know,
Yeah.
because it's just like, you know what? I don't have to take this.
Yeah,
anymore.
yeah, you feel like you don't
let
have to
somebody
take-
else
Yeah.
pass on to somebody else. Because and that's, you know, when that growth, that maturity comes in.
Yeah, it's like, you know what? That's my time I just played with. You know, because, like I said, it comes with hiccups. It comes with them not being on time. It comes with them not having certain ideas. And it's like, aren't you a videographer? You don't have the idea? It's like, I didn't bring my notebook of ideas today. This wasn't that, you know? But I come in, it's like, okay, I give you the basis of what we
Yeah.
could do. You know, I'm not going to come in like, I don't know, nah, I'm going to come in and give you a surface level idea. You know, because we didn't game plan on this. We didn't think of this even 2 weeks prior.
Yeah.
We just pulling up. So it's like I'm gonna treat it as what I've done in the past doing this, and move forward, and then on from there.
What's one of your pet peeves? Say, for instance, you show up on a shoot, and they not ready to. They don't have that stuff ready.
Yeah. Just don't have me waiting hours. You know, I give you 15 minutes. You know, because you know things happen.
Yeah.
You know, if it was me, I would want somebody to give me 15 minutes. So, basically the same thing I would want for somebody to forgive me for, I would want the same. I just, you know, just let's just be cool. Let's just be cool.
Do unto others as you have them do
Yeah,
unto you.
yeah.
You know, be respectful of my time.
Yeah.
But don't take advantage of my time. If you
Thank
tell me you're gonna be, if I need to be here at 1 o'clock, and you don't show up to 2:30.
Yeah, I'm gone. I'm gone next.
I mean, it's just like, to me, I'm a stickler for time.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, I have definitely learned that from you a little bit.
Yeah.
you know.
So it's just like
Got them told.
if I tell, you know, my kids we need to be at 1 o'clock, I always like to get there 10 no later
15
than 5
minutes
minutes.
before.
Yeah, you know. But they, on the other hand, they're like, you know, they like to show up, you know, if they want 1 o'clock, 1 o'clock. No. You know, I'm a stickler for time.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So I'm gonna ask you a question that I ask all my guests.
Okay.
Give the audience and listeners a hot seat moment, an embarrassing situation when you was on a shoot, and what did you do? Something that was embarrassing.
I got one. So I was moving too fast, and basically what it was a package we was doing. Basically, we just did a variety of videos, and I had my gimbal sitting on the table.
Now,
I had
explain a gimbal.
Okay, a
What's that?
gimbal is something that holds the camera, keeps it
Okay.
stabilized as you walk around.
Okay.
Yep, and I had that sitting on the table like this. Had the headphones in. Now the headphones was connected to the camera, so I sat the gimbal down and moved away, and then the gimbal started going toward the floor. So it basically almost fell on the floor, but somebody caught it for me. But that was kind of embarrassing because like, damn. It's like all I had to do was just take off my headphone.
Yeah.
And then it was like literally 6 people there, and it was the talent and me. So it was like, it was so noticeable. I was like, God.
Yeah. And well, you already know this. Every time you're on the shoot, you're interviewing for your next gig because you have
Yeah.
people looking at you and your team to see how you're going to be interacting, how you all going to be conducting this shoot.
Exactly.
So you have to be on your game
Yeah.
at all times.
Yeah.
You know, Always
Take
interviewing.
your time. Slow down. Take your time.
And as long as you plan everything,
Yeah, you good.
that's the key. Plan for your setup. If you know they're shooting at 1 o'clock, you don't show up at 1 o'clock.
No.
Up,
You
an hour
show up
before.
30 minutes early.
Yeah.
Stand in the parking lot, wait on them.
So, because you don't ever want folks talking about you. God darn, he did good work. But hell, he didn't show up on time.
Yeah. It happens.
But as long as you stay in communication with people,
Yeah. Now let's say that you can be some things can happen and you can run a little behind, but if you just show up and like nothing just happened, now that's the problem,
Yeah.
But if you be like, hey, look, I already know I'm gonna be 5 minutes behind. Beforehand, I'm talking about 30 minutes before now. I'm not talking 5 minutes where it's like, nah, we know.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Like, do it beforehand when you in the car and you actually go into a location, like, it's not looking too good,
Yeah.
Or before you even get in the car, do it at that time. Don't, because that's the worst thing. When your communication bad, it makes everybody be like, you know what?
Yeah. Shoot. The next big thing can be right there, waiting on you.
Exactly.
You fumble it.
You fumbled it. I was just about to refer you to somebody that I had waiting for you to come. And you didn't even tell me you was going to be 30 minutes late. It's crazy. You just get out the car moving fast. Like, we just watching you.
Now, you said refer. I already know your answer.
Okay.
Would you refer somebody if you know they didn't do good work?
Oh, no.
Okay.
Or if you did something bad as far as communication toward me, I can't even trust you.
Why is that?
Because you're not about to mess my name up.
Okay. That name goes a long way.
Yeah.
I mean, only thing you have is your name.
Yeah.
You don't want nobody to mess up your name. You don't want nobody to mess up, JBFlickss Productions,
Yeah.
JTB Experience.
Yeah, you can't mess none of that up. Man, no.
And that goes for everybody who working with you, too.
Yeah.
When y'all had this shirt on, y'all represent me.
Yeah.
So everybody
Us.
can't put on this shirt.
We represent us.
You represent us. Everybody can't put on this shirt.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, okay.
I mean, in about another year, man, we're going to have about 5 teams already.
Okay. How can people get in contact with you?
Well, you can DM me on Instagram at jb.flickss, and you can follow the production company as well, jtb.experience. And, just hit me on the ground.
You want to give out your phone number?
Just hit me on the ground. It's on the
Just
ground.
hit me on the ground. Okay. I mean,
Just hit me on the ground.
I guess that's that young folk talk.
Yeah,
hit me
yeah,
on the
hit me on
ground.
the ground. Hit me on the ground.
Hit me on the ground. Okay.
More people, they on there.
Any other questions you have? Before we
Okay.
in
What
the hot
keeps you
seat?
going in the hot seat?
What keeps me going is this is something new to me, and I always like challenges.
Okay.
And I'm never going to back down to a challenge. I'm always going to see how I can do it and overcome it.
Okay.
And I enjoy it because the legal field, it can get redundant.
Yeah.
And doing this now, it's like an outlet, and I enjoy it. Talking to other business owners like yourself, the past business owners and future business owners that I'm gonna have on this podcast. I look forward to it because I learn a lot. You can learn from me. You can learn from a baby. I've learned a lot from you, and I enjoy it. Never thought about it, until but I enjoy it. And the grind. It's a lot of work, but I don't mind. So my dad always told me that, as long as you honest with yourself and you work hard, you'll be fine. And I have a hell of a work ethic. So that keeps me going.
Okay, so we say if you need any attorney as far as car accidents, what else you doing as far as the attorney world?
Personal injury.
Personal injury. Anything in the personal injury world.
Anything under personal injury.
WRP Law Group.
WRP Law Group.
Just like
We're a
that.
boutique law firm.
That's how we do it.
That's how we do it. Anything else you want to
No, man, y'all stay tuned in the hot seat with WRP. You know the rest.
You know the rest. We're going to leave it like that because he already gave the outro. All right. All right, that's it.